Okay, so sorry about the dirty floor, but wanted to kind of show you what I was doing. You were expressing a little bit of interest in the cm400a thing I did here. So I just kind of wanted to show you what I used. You can get these numbers and letters here just about anywhere. I got mine at a hardware store, Western Building Center, but I actually did find them at Walmart. I'll show you the pictures, but they come in a big sheet, and you get, I think this is actually a full, or no, that might be missing some. No, I think that actually might be a full sheet, but anyways, it's about the size of a sheet of paper, and you get all, like, one of them has just a bunch of these big 2-inch letters, and then you got one with the big, where the hell are they? There, the big 2-inch numbers, and then the smaller sheet actually came with both letters and numbers. And what I'm going to be doing here is I wanted to add a small 395 badge to the front of this, somewhere like right there. So, clear this off. Things you'll need, first of all, is these sheets of numbers and letters and stuff, electrical tape. These I got at the, I don't even remember where I got these. I think it was a hardware store in the discount bin, but they were like $1. But do not try and use anything other than electrical tape. Electrical tape does stretch. Cap. Also, for the clear coat, do Krylon Color Master. This stuff works a lot better than other stuff, and make sure you do get the one that says plastic on it. And basically, what you want to do is find a small knife or something. So just a little pocket knife. And just take these, find whichever letters, numbers, whatever you want to use. In this case, the CM, you'll need 2 C's, 2 M's, 2 4's, 4 zeros, 2 A's, and so on and so forth, all the way down for automatic, if you want them on both sides, which I did. But basically just take them out with these. These do come in a full sheet, so what I just did was took each of these from the full sheet like this, and just folded them down against the back of the sheet right along this seam here, and then just took the knife and cut under it and all. Let's see if I can set this up and show you. But basically you just fold it like that. And just pinch it together, and then get a little creative with my knees here. Come on. Just take a knife under it, and then you just slit up like that, and you should be able to get these to come off fairly easily. But I'm not actually using that one, so give me just a second. Find 395. No, don't stick. Sorry, I know this is not a professionally edited video, by the way. I am not a professional YouTuber or anything. So like here, we're going to need this 5. Go ahead and crimp that over. That gets me one of the 5s I need. I need 2 9s. So I need to find another strip of numbers, which I need another 5 and 2 3s. Well, since I'm not using these, I'm going to put some of these back in my box. Okay, so here's the other 5 I need. That gets me the 2 5s, and I also need 2 3s. And again, I apologize for any shaking or anything, because I am not a professional YouTuber, so I'm just kind of winging it here. So, what you end up with is 2 3s, 2 9s, 2 5s, which would be the same thing you would end up with here, only a little bit different. Now, what I did was I took the roll of electrical tape that I cannot freaking hold on to, and took the side panel and then basically just like cut out a stretch of it that is as wide as this panel, so from about here to here of electrical tape. And then what you want to do is you want to leave yourself about a inch and a half overhang over the side of the numbers and stuff. So let's say this is your cm400a. You want to start out with your first number, leave yourself about an inch and a half over on the end, and just to kind of show you here, I'll give you an example. So this would be your strip here, and I'm going to use a slightly shorter strip just because I'm not actually putting this on right now, and I'm going to have to do the 395 badge a little bit differently, but just take the electrical tape, sticky side down on the face of the number, try and get it in the center as straight as you can, and just stick that on there. And then you want to take your next one, and I did this upside down because it was a little bit easier for me, but basically just take and, well, that's a bad one, that's got the top piece on it. Okay, this one has the extra little caption marks or whatever, but we're going to use it. Basically just try and line that up as best as you can, as evenly as you can, and then put your next one on, and then you want to keep doing this all the way down until you've got your cm400 badge. Now, once you get that on there, what you want to do is take this, and I'm going to set this down here just because I don't really have a camera mount, but you want to take this, and on your side panel here, line this up as close as you can. I used the bottom because you could see where the old cm400 badges. I use that as my reference point, and then I think on the A side, or the front side here, I went with, I think it was like 1/4 or 1/8 of an inch, somewhere around there. I don't know. I mostly eyeballed it, but I mean, you can see it's about there's a Q-tip. About the width of a Q-tip there, maybe a little bit less. Or there's a pen. So almost the width, about halfway on a pen, but basically just line that up. And because you still have the backers on here, you can move this thing around and line it up however you want. So once you get it where you want it to be, then you basically just stick the whole thing down with the electrical tape and make sure it looks right, all the measurements right. If you do need to tweak anything, then you just pull up the electrical tape, and you can, because it stretches, you can move the thing around and adjust it. So once you get it wherever you want, take the far side, peel it up like this, and then pull off these backers. Once you got the backers off, take the thing back down, try and keep it straight, and lay the whole thing down like that. Stick it into place, and then run your finger right down the center of this. Get the center stuck first, and then wiping outwards, work these on, go all the way down, make sure each of them are in place. Same thing on the bottom side, go all the way down, and then once you're done, these will be stuck down, and you can just take the electrical tape, peel up the corner, and because these are stuck down, well, this isn't working very well because it has the backer on it, but then you'll be able to peel it off, and you'll have your badge stuck on there. Oh shit. Okay, well, as you can see, the that didn't quite work the way I wanted, but anyways, that's how I got the cm400 on there and aligned. You know what, that piece is pretty botched anyways, so whatever. So anyways, that's how I did that part. These sheets are pretty cheap. I think they were like $2 or $3. I would recommend grabbing a couple of them just in case you mess up on anything. But basically just line them up, and as you can see, these are individual sheets or individual pieces. They do come on the sheet pre-cut like that. So like you see right here, you have the little gap, and when you bend them, they're already disconnected. So once you get that down and all lined up, for lining up the Honda-matic part on the bottom, you have 3 characters here and 3 characters here, which gives you a line right in the center to use as a reference point. And your Honda-matic, you've got 5 characters here, 5 characters here. So if you look right there, you can see I just about lined those up as perfectly as I could. There it goes. So that gives you your reference point in the center to line everything up. And then same process, get that on there, finger down the center, wipe to the outside to secure, and then just kind of run your fingers over it, make sure everything's secured down, and then just pull your electrical tape off. Now once you've got that off, what I'm going to be doing later here is take the thing, set it down on a piece of cardboard or something, and then go over it with this Krylon clear to seal everything in, because these are fairly sturdy. They are going to stick on there for a while, but eventually, especially if it's outdoors, it's probably going to wear off. So I'm just going to go over it with this, give it a nice clear coat. That'll help protect everything. It'll help stick these on here and give it a nice glossy finish, like you can kind of see there, the light on the top. It'll help kind of preserve that nice glossy finish to it and keep anything from wearing off this gold, because this was kind of a low budget thing, so these aren't really, you know, like high quality stuff. This gold will eventually wear off, so I want to protect it and make sure that doesn't happen. And this Krylon is a, I mean, it's not cheap compared to other things, but it is a cheap way of sealing and protecting that. Just do not skimp out on the clear coat. Make sure you're getting the Krylon Color Master, and make sure it specifically says plastic. If you get the ones that say, you know, like wood, metal, and more, yeah, the whole and more thing is, don't try that. But anyways, that's about all you need to do. I will link this video on the post or whatever I put there, and also include the pictures of those the sheets I found. Like I said, I found them at Western Building Center where I work because I did get a discount there, but they were also at Walmart, I noticed when I was walking through Walmart. So if you have a Walmart near you or some sort of hardware store, chances are you can probably find these somewhere. So anyways, good luck, and as far as tips, the only thing I can say is patience. Don't try and rush it. Just cut each of these out. It is a little time consuming cutting all these individual characters out, but once you get it in place, I mean, you can see the seams are, well, they're not perfect, but once you get the clear coat on, the clear coat is going to hide a lot of these seams and a lot of the edges here. But I mean, you can see these are pretty well lined up, so if you take your time and you're patient with it, you can get these really close, and then any little gaps and flaws that you have is just going to just be hidden by this whole clear coat once you put that over it. So anyways, there you go.